It's not even been 10 days since the tragic death of baby Mahi in Haryana. Now another 6-year-old has met the same fate as Mahi's. Sumit fell into an open drain in Manesar, Haryana. Though the rescue teams pulled him out within 90 minutes, he could not be saved. What's shocking is that even after repeated instances of children falling prey to these open bore wells and drains, the authorities still not swinging into action to end this indifference. This story also leading the headlines on Times Now this morning. Less than 2 weeks after the death of baby Mahi, a 6-year-old dies after falling into an open drain in Haryana's Manesar. We ask, when will this indifference end? After Home Minister P. Chidambaram criticizes the law and order situation in Bengal, TMC hits back, says comments are targeted to pressurize the party ahead of presidential polls. The Chhattisgarh government orders a judicial probe into Bijapur encounter in which 20 Maoists were killed last week after questions are raised over the genuineness of this encounter. And here's some breaking news that's just coming into Times Now. There are 2 encounters that are on in North Kashmir, one in Zalchadra area and the other in the Handwara area. Now, the second encounter, as we were saying, is continuing in the Zalchadra area of Handwara in North Kashmir. 2 terrorists have been killed, 1 army personnel and 1 policeman are believed to be injured in the encounter so far. Farid Mir is with me on the phone line. Farid, take us through the details as they're emerging right now. Well, we don't seem to have Farid at this point in time, but that's the latest we're getting on the story. Second encounter is continuing in the Zalchadra area of Handwara in North Kashmir. What we know as of now is that 2 terrorists have been killed, 1 army personnel and also a policeman are believed to be injured. Well, it's been barely 10 days since the tragic death of baby Mahi in Haryana, but no lessons have been learnt. A 6-year-old boy fell into an open drain carrying toxic industrial waste. It took the police over 90 minutes to pull the boy out and get him to hospital. By then, it was too late. Sumit was declared dead.
No words of consolation will fill the void for this mother who just lost her son. Another life lost, another child killed, falling prey to the sheer callousness of the administration. That left a drain carrying toxic industrial waste open, uncovered. Clearly, it was a tragedy waiting to happen. At 9 p.m. last night, when the news came in, the locals swung into action to pull the 6-year-old out of the open drain, already overflowing after a spell of rain.
औरत इधर से लेके आ रही थी, 2 जने गिरे थे इसमें पहले। बड़ा जो था वो निकल के भाग गया, बच्चे को कोई निकालने वाला नहीं था। इसकी है गहराई बहुत, इसमें तैरैया ही निकाल सकता था, बिन तैरैया तो वो जो घुसेगा वो मरेगा।
Sumit was finally pulled out by the police after almost 2 hours and rushed to a government hospital where he was declared dead.
तो हम लोग भी आज बच्चा नीचे था तो हम लोग घुसे फिर थोड़ी दूर पे निकाला जाके उसे काफी दूर तैरते अंदर गए हम तो टांग में लगाई एकदम हमारे तो हमने ऊपर निकाल के दिया.
This incident coming close on the heels of the death of 4-year-old Mahi after falling into a 75 feet deep bore well in Manesar. It has been 6 years since the first such incident came to light. 5-year-old Prince was rescued from an open bore well after nearly 2 days. Since then, there have been many similar incidents. But even as the district administration has ordered an inquiry, the spate of such incidents reflects the carelessness of the authorities. If you know similar stories of utter carelessness and absolute indifference by the authorities, tell us your story. Write to us at viewertimesnow@gmail.com. Bureau Report, Times Now.
And Pooja Shelley now joins me from Manesar in Haryana. Pooja, when you see those visuals, what really incenses and appalls you is the fact that a simple cement slab could have prevented that child's death.
Absolutely, again a death coming on the way when it was an incident that was easily prevented, a death that was easily avoidable. A boy of over 5 years old fell into a sewer, an open drain that was left uncovered by the authorities. The question remains, this incident is coming 2 weeks after this country lost Mahi, and in fact a week after, from the same place in Gurgaon, another boy of over 2 years old fell into a pit that was dug for an electric pole. But facilities reached him on time and he managed to survive. But this child, again 5 years old, not only was the stench must have been absolutely unavoidable for that child, but also facilities not reaching him in time. The question is, who is going to take responsibility? Are we going to continue to lose children like this? At this moment, the status that we have is that the doctors have told us that the police have taken the body for post-mortem, but the question remains that the family that have lost their son, who is now going to, in a way, not only console them, but also assure other families that such incident is not going to happen. This is something that has been a campaign for the country. Outrage was pouring over after Mahi's incident, but it seems that perhaps the authorities remain as callous as they were before. Back